It was around 2 a.m. Far from the city's hustle, tucked away in the mountains, lay the village of Gulabgarh, known for its eerie, profound silence. Arsalan, a professional photographer, had come here for his next documentary, drawn by his passion for capturing places that others feared to tread. Arsalan had set up camp in a decaying haveli on the village outskirts. Legend claimed this mansion once belonged to a wealthy family, until a single night turned it into a graveyard of ashes. As Arsalan stepped inside, he felt the weight of trapped souls within the walls. He set up his camera and began capturing the dark, desolate corridors. Suddenly, he heard heavy footsteps. He spun around, but the hall was empty, save for an old, dusty chair swaying gently on its own. Arsalan's heart raced, but he dismissed it, convincing himself it was just a draft of wind.
Deep into the night, Arsalan reviewed his shots on the camera's screen. His breath hitched. In one photo, behind a closed door, stood a shadow. It wasn't human. It was a grotesque figure with unnaturally long limbs and eyes that glowed in the darkness. He rushed to pack his gear, but the heavy wooden door slammed shut with a thunderous bang. Lightning illuminated the hall, revealing the figure standing in the center. It was the legendary shadow of Gulabgarh that the village elders whispered about in hushed, terrified tones. Arsalan's struggle. Arsalan refused to surrender to fear. He clicked on his torch and sprinted toward the back exit. But no matter which corridor he chose, he ended up right back in the same haunted hall. The haveli had become a labyrinth of mirrors and misery. Then, a chilling whisper echoed. Arsalan. Arsalan. No one leaves this place alive.
The voice was his own. He realized the haveli was feeding off his memories and fears. Mustering his last ounce of strength, he pulled out a protective amulet he had carried from the city and began to recite prayers. A brilliant, blinding light surged through the mansion. As the light faded, the figure stood before him. It wasn't a demon, but the last heir of the haveli, waiting centuries for someone to end his misery. His eyes held a sorrow deeper than death. He gestured toward a hidden compartment in the basement. Inside lay an old trunk containing the dark historical truth of Gulabgarh. The haveli wasn't born cursed. It was made cursed by greed, betrayal, and malice that had destroyed an entire lineage. Arsalan dragged the trunk to the village graveyard and set it ablaze. As the black smoke drifted away, the unsettling whispers in the haveli died down. By the first light of dawn, Arsalan felt the suffocating burden lift from his chest. He had documented the entire event on camera, but after that night, he never took photos of ancient ruins again. The last lamp of Gulabgarh had been extinguished, but Arsalan's life was changed forever.